Okay, part two, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Part one, we left off on if the person that you're dealing with can just leave you, ghost you, and not say anything else to you, you got some underlying issues and problems. It may not just be you, so don't get your panties all in a ruffle. It's not you that's causing them to be that way. Usually, when you're in a relationship with this type of person, this is a person that has suffered a lot of rejection in their lives, okay? A lot of rejection, a lot of betrayal. All of these things are varying factors of why they don't confront or deal with their problems, even though they might be still in love with you. Okay. Again, the mature thing to do is talk about it. Say, you know what? We've been in a relationship and it's not working. But because of the trauma that's there, and you didn't cause it, because of the trauma, the hurt of past relationships, whether it be in a job, whether it be in a past relationship, whether it be from childhood, incarceration, foster care, being abused as a child. This particular person has issues that were already there before you got into the situation, okay? Before you guys got into the relationship. But what you have to do when you're getting out of these types of relationships, you got to first learn to forgive yourself. And the reason why you got to forgive yourself, because the signs were there, but because you love the person so much, or you saw potential, you stayed longer than you were supposed to stay. Now, some of these relationships do come back, but they have to come back after someone has either both parties have gotten counseling, but first somebody has to be aware. Okay. Now, usually what happens is one person moves forward, and that is the person who was rejected. And then the other person realizes, I messed up. So I need to try to find a way to show them that I messed up. But 9 times out of 10, it doesn't come back. But just still, if it does happen to try to come back, be cordial. Never treat people how they treat you. Two wrongs don't make a right. So if they ghosted you, you don't bust your head if you see them in the public. And they're probably with their person or what. You keep it moving, okay? You don't try to do any, shady stuff. You keep it moving, because at the end of the day, they did you a favor. At the end of the day, regardless of the pain, regardless of everything that you have gone through in that relationship, you need to understand that it was for the betterment of your future, your destiny. And if you have children, they're looking at you. Okay? Let that person be who they're called to be without you. Love them, pray for them, but get away from them. Because of the trauma, because of the issues that were underlying before you even got together, there's going to always be toxicity in that type of relationship. Okay? Remember, you got one person that's looking for happiness and the other person that's looking for peace. Peace is a good night's rest. Happiness is temporary. Happiness will constantly cause a person, again, to change cities, cars, love shiny things, love women, love men. They do not have a definite desire because they are confused. It's like mistaken identity. So again, be easy on yourself and allow yourself to heal and do the certain techniques that you need to do the inner healing on yourself. And know that just because they ghosted you, blocked you, or talked about you, that doesn't mean that you're less of a person. It actually shows who they are, okay? And as you're healing, you're going to start to mirror and reflect those who serve the higher being of you. Right now, you can't see it, but it's happening as we speak. As you hear me, at the sound of my voice, you are starting to heal now, because there's a light bulb that's switched on. And as long as you're making progress, as long as there is some type of personal development going on, and you got the right people, the friends and the family that can talk to you on the level where they're understanding and not condescending, you're going to be okay. Then you're going to have some people that's going to say, oh, you're going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Those are the people who don't really understand love. They don't understand that just because you're not with the right person or the person they choose, you still have feelings. Listen, sit in your feelings, Accept it for what it is. Sit in it so that you won't repeat that same thing, because even you was looking for something. Remember, we don't attract who we want. We attract who we are. The problem comes when one person elevates and the other person doesn't. All right? So y'all, stay tuned for our next video. We're talking all things relationships, life, and love. Like and subscribe. Brandy J with Brandy J Unscripted. Let's go.